Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 2 between the side of UCSF, that is University of California, San Francisco, and of course UC Berkeley. I am Maut. Joining me tonight is WhatIsHip. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good after that interesting game one. That's what we'll call it.
We will call it interesting. We're not going to use any other words to describe it. Thanks for joining us here on Neo Dota. This is a best of five, actually, and we're in the second game. However, once again, both teams have agreed to play games 4 and 5 tomorrow if it goes to past 3 games, which it very well could, or we could see UCSF take all 3 games right now. They played so strong in that previous game. I would not be surprised to see them take the second game, but we'll have to see what they decide to pick and ban. What are you thinking on the side of UC Berkeley? What do they need to get here to go their way right now?
Well, not OD middle, some hero that actually does things before 20 minutes, and you have to work on disrupting the impact heroes of UCFF. UC, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna call them San Fran from now
Yeah, just
on.
call them San
San
Fran. It's
Fran,
easier.
because last time that Gyro literally just sat in the top lane and did whatever he wanted. So he ended up with just outrageous CS. There was no ganks, like none of the side lane heroes moved in to help, and that's not a winning strategy. So not sure. I mean, as a result, their sports got underleveled and it sort of just spiraled out of control,
It
and
was all downhill from there.
yeah, all downhill from there, as they say.
Yeah, and well, they're gonna have to maybe say try a little bit harder in this next game. Not that they weren't trying hard in the previous, but they need to have something go their way. And I don't think Templar Assassin's what they want to have to deal with, unfortunately. The Bat Rider is banned out. Talking about the bans real quick, we've got Magnus and the Darkseer real quick on Berkeley, and they're going to get a Bat Rider Undying ban on the side of San Fran. Jakiro and Bounty Hunters will be picked up on Berkeley. Rubik the next pickup, and they've got one more here as well in their second pick phase right now, I guess. So we will wait and see what they get here. Rubik is a nice pickup against that bounty hunter. Stealing that track gold could be absolutely detrimental to the team of Berkeley, but we'll have to see if that does in fact happen. Um, so with Templar Assassin and Rubik, what do you get next? Do you pick up an offlaner? Do you really need to pick one up early, or do you pick up another support here? What do you go in this situation? Maybe it's Sven even. No, they'll pick up Enigma. Just kidding. So that's
I
kind of
don't
what it
think they'll
is.
be picking Sven again. That did not work for them at all.
No, it really didn't. But yeah, no, I don't see why they would do that. No, yeah, that didn't really work. But then again, what else are you gonna pick? I mean, they had very good success with Lifestealer in the game last night against A&M. Maybe they'll go down that route again. I wouldn't be surprised to see it. We'll have to wait and see. One more pick for the side of Berkeley, though. However, that Enigma pickup could be pretty crucial here against the side of Berkeley. We'll have to see what they decide to go. If they decide to counter it, get somebody that can go through BKB, or if they just play their own game.
They've got some good options left too. They UCS. Oh my God, San Fran did a good job of keeping their options open for the second pick phase. I mean, they've got a good mid and they've got a jungler slash offlane, and they have like the best support in the game. So pretty much their options are limitless for the last 2 picks, depending on where they want to put the Enigma. I mean, you can even put TA in a side lane if you really, if you're into that kind of thing, just farming him up. Wag Mama does that sometimes. And I guess they just like the WAG heroes.
Yeah, I mean,
TA, Gyro, it's working
yeah,
for him. I mean, Gyro is getting very popular in the NA scene, though.
like he's huge. Like every time I cast SCCS, it's like he's there pretty much every weekend. So I
Yep.
mean, it's something that people are starting to realize. Hey, this hero could be used pretty effectively. I know not everybody's a fan. And you said I don't think that Berkeley should go for Sven. They're gonna pick it up
Well,
regardless. So
all right. You guys insist. So far, their lineup is almost identical to the last time. They have the Jakiro, they have the Sven. They have a slightly different offlaner who might help them get a little bit more out of their ganks. Unfortunately, last game they didn't gank at all, so it's not going to be any track gold if they don't get any kills.
that's correct.
Also, that bounty hunter is going to get destroyed by Jakiro and Sven. One, like, Dust or Sentry Ward, and you're pretty much dead. It's 2 guaranteed stuns. Set up with Storm Bolt and drop the Ice Path on top, and I'm assuming there's probably going to be another third support. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't see the heroes correctly. Hold on. Back up. Back up. I'm crazy. Sorry, it's late.
I understand completely. You have no idea how often I do that myself. I'm just like, oh wait, that hero's not
Come
on
on,
that
those
team.
heroes are all on the same team. Ignore what I just said. Never mind. It's impossible to tell what this bounty hunter's going to do because all we know is that they have a Rubik.
I mean, he's got some good aces. They got that going for them. My Malphite could be pretty good. Who knows? And the slow. I mean, I don't know, man. They could. It could. They could get a few ganks here, but then again, of course, yeah, that's true. It's going to be against a Trilane probably. So Rubik and whatever else they had, they decided to pick up. Something that I haven't seen a lot lately, which is sad to me, is a Chaos Knight, and like he's still good. So I don't know why he's not getting picked up nearly as often. It's really like it's sad. I don't know why. I have like literally like 30 games maybe in the past that I've casted like in the past month or so, and Cast Knight not available. Not one of the picks that I've like ever seen. So I don't
I
know
don't
why that
know. I
is.
don't know why people avoid him. Like the Western scene, especially the NA scene, seem to avoid him kind of like the plague, and I don't understand why. That hero is really good, and it's really easy to be good with him. If you put another guaranteed stun or like another good pair with him in lane, that it's just like an almost an auto win lane. It's so savage, especially mid. You can destroy mid with the dual lane Chaos Knight. It's outrageously good, and I mean Empire and a lot of the CIS teams pick him up a little bit regularly. I mean, the problem now is that everyone just thinks that it's not worth picking not Sven. So I
They
don't
really
know.
need to hop off of Sven's dick. Excuse me for my language, but like I'm serious. I'm sick of this fucking hero. I like almost as much as I'm sick of Bounty Hunter because honestly, I hate that hero too. So Berkeley, you're not doing yourself a lot of favors here. You're not winning over the casters by picking these heroes, in my honest opinion. But I'm gonna try to have some sort of objectivity here. Excuse me, and I had a I had a point I wanted to make, but I completely forgot it. Unfortunately.
I lost it somewhere along the line. I mean, these teams are almost identical. I don't know why. This is not going to go differently for Berkeley unless they have radically different picks in their last two. They have Gyro again. They have Enigma, who's arguably even better with Gyrocopter. This time they pick up a support who, if he doesn't roam, you enjoy losing the game. Fleshrack doesn't roam and help with ganks, then
And push
it's
towers.
like you want to lose. So I think they should be a little more
Oh
active.
God. Oh
Wow,
God.
this
This is
team is
gross.
savage for UCF. Oh
This
my,
is
San
gross.
Fran.
How is this gonna like? How are they going to counteract this? And a Viper pickup against Templar Assassin. I like the idea. In theory, once again, like the OD pickup, I guess, against Batrider, but in practice, it could go completely different. We'll have to see. I'm just gonna remove all negativity about this lineup from my head right now, and we're gonna see how the game goes. We've got a lot of time. Hopefully, they somehow pick it up. I can't like I like Berkeley, okay? I've casted a lot of their games. I think they're good people. I think they're great players. For some reason it just didn't click in that first game. So I'm going to just anything I said during that pick phase, completely ignore all of the bullshit spewing out of my mouth, and we'll see if this game is anywhere different in any way possible against maybe a harder lineup. We'll have to see. On the side of Berkeley, we're going to have DY Dragon Master once again on this fan. We're going to have 151 on the Jakiro. Siren will be on the Bounty Hunter. We're going to have the Raka on the Leshrac. And finally, Random Hero will be heading mid on the Viper. And if you'd be so kind, Greg, to introduce the side of UCSF.
For the wonderful San Fran, it's going to be Big Head on the Templar Assassin Soy Rico Swab. Once again, playing the Gyrocopter. Hopefully he's ready to carry the game. And Brobosaurus going to be on the Rubik. And it's going to be ZZZ on the Tidehunter. And I miss DSing lasers because he's just so sneaky in the Enigma. And this Tidehunter is going to be going long lane. And that could be a real bad time for him. There was 3 stuns in that lane.
Yeah, this all right, I'm gonna call it right now and forget what I said about not being negative. But if they can't kill this Tidehunter within like the first few minutes of this game, it's not gonna go well. Like they need to shut him down. Level 6 comes so quickly in an off lane. Even if you're getting pushed back to your tower, you're still going to get level 6 rather quickly as long as you're even near the creep wave remotely. So if they can really try to just delay that ravage as much as possible, not that it'll matter because they're going to have Gyrocopter and Enigma, of course, and Templar Assassin, which is also counter rape. Then I don't know. We'll have to see. And the thing is, Viper needs to also be able to Templar Assassin enough where it becomes difficult for her not to only CS, but he might even try to get a few kills as well. They need to get things going here. Of course, there is a third game if they do lose this one, but they cannot afford to go down 2-0 in this series. So.
Also, this gyro lane is savage. Rubik gyro is so good. Lift, rocket barrage, like That's gonna
Not even
destroy
fair.
early lane.
It's
That's
not even
so
fair.
good. Fade bolt on top, like if you do that under the tower, man, if this bounty hunter does something dumb, he's gonna die so fast. One thing I will say is that I actually really like the Viper pickup, except for the fact that Rico Suave went first side in BKB last time. That makes it a lot worse, but the Viper's not just for the TA. Also, his ultimate is going to slow down Gyro's attack a little bit, so hopefully he won't just be able to kill their whole team. Because that's pretty much where most of the damage came from in those last fights in game number 1, is Gyro just walked in with flat cannon and killed everyone. So it's nice, except for the fact that Rico Suave went first side in BKB last time.
Yeah, I always really get enthralled and like my eyes get big whenever I see a vacuum wall. But a lot of the time too, this is the flat cannon, like you mentioned, doing a lot of the dirty work in the background. I don't give nearly enough credit to this gyrocopter, despite the fact that he had like a 22-minute BKB and Manta style. So you know we'll have to see if he can get that farm nearly as quickly this time around. Of course, against Siren, he probably should have a just as easy a time here against that bounty hunter. But we'll have to see. Top lane, Tidehunter getting a little, no, doesn't have any experience yet, so already trying to get zoned out, and good job there. Sven getting 8 less hits right now.
It's
This
pretty
could,
normal, but the thing is that they need to get kills. Like, even if he just sits there and he doesn't get any levels, if these supports don't get levels again, they're just going to run into the same exact problem. I don't know. It's not a great scenario. I mean, last game, the mid crushed Batrider. Random hero destroyed Batrider, but it like didn't matter. He was still level 10, and their supports had no levels, so I don't know.
that's
They
going to
gotta
be the
kill him.
thing. They need to get that kill there on the Tidehunter, or they need to roam, like you were talking about. The Raka needs to go somewhere, needs to smoke up, maybe head mid, go for the big head. I mean, he has Edict, which is a nice counter to the Templar Assassin's
Yeah.
Refraction, let alone the fact that they have Random Hero on a Viper. If they can get a few kills mid, which they certainly could do once this lane's pushed back out to the tower on the Dire side, they could certainly be in a good position. ZZZ, they could actually maybe dive him. He's got a stout shield. He's not going to go for a point and Kraken shield just yet, but he might do so. Siren is actually okay right now. Of course, this is a dual lane, so it's not like a tri-lane, but we could see rotations coming in from DSing lasers. He's actually pretty low right now. Do they have any sentries, though, on Brobosaurus? No, they do not. Gyro getting decent farm, though, for himself. He's got 12 last hits. Both of them are, both carries, I should say, are actually pretty much tied right now. Let me just kick this guy from chat. I don't know what that tiny URL is, that link is, but that's not allowed. So, get out.
This Lesh, though, like, I don't know why they're pulling right now. They should just kill this Tidehunter. I don't know why they think pulling is, like, just kill him.
Maybe
Kill
they
him
don't
and
know
take
how
the tower.
strong the Stormhammer into a Split Earth
I don't know, man.
Ice Path is.
They could
like
just
that.
kill him and take the tower. That's what they should do. They're playing this game so passive. You can't play passive in a tri-lane or you lose.
This
They
is
need levels.
6.76. You need to gank. Like, there's
kill
no
them.
longer, like, just sit and farm for fucking an hour Dota. It doesn't happen anymore. And meanwhile, bottom lane, telekinesis onto the bounty hunter, but that's just going to be a formality. There's no sentries like I was talking about earlier, so the fact is they don't have any true sights, so that's fine. Just a little bit of harass there. Mid lane, actually pretty even. Both have 14 last hits. A few denies going both ways right now, so... are they going to finally try to dive the tower or maybe even push it? Stormhammer might fly out.
Just kill him.
All right, well, they're going to Edict at least, so they're going to push the tower. There's one part of your plan that you like, so it's okay. And ZZZ's actually going to gush DY Dragon Master. He's going to take tower damage too. If he dies to this, they're going to Ice Path him.
What are they doing?
There's the Split Earth.
Just drop the last stun.
And
Okay.
no. Well,
What?
no. Maybe not. They said, all right, we really don't like Greg, so we're just going to make sure we just try not to kill anything for him. So.
Haste. See, now if he had that stun, this Tidehunter would be so dead. But whatever. I mean, he's still getting farmed. They still push the tower. At least they're being more active than they were last time. So
Greg, I feel like
Bounty
you're
Hunter's
just gonna
getting good levels, and he will hopefully roam up there at level 6, and they'll get infinite track kills, and maybe that will give them the motivation they need to be aggressive.
maybe one day once he gets
Maybe not.
track.
I mean, could not happen. It's possible.
All right, well, still, they're doing okay for themselves. 19 last hits for Sven. He did almost go down on that tower. DY Dragon Master, you got to be careful there. He's going to go for his treads rather quickly. He's got his belt of strength as of right now. And, yeah, I mean, they've got room to kill this guy. Do they have enough mana for Sven? No, not yet, but in about, like, 20 seconds they will, or you can give him a clarity if you're Jakiro. You can do that as well to ensure the kill. This tower at least will go down rather quickly. They're not going to get the kill on tied, but they're going to get the kill on the tower at least, which is nice. Unless it gets denied. No, it doesn't look like it will. So it'll be fine. That'll be the first tower going into favor. LeShrek going to take the last hit. So they do push that down pretty quickly, but at the same time, no kills on the Tidehunter, who, by my standards, should probably be dead by now. And by your standards, should probably be dead like 2 or 3 times.
Oh
so.
my god, I would have killed this guy repeatedly. I'm one of those Dota players that, like, I will dive you until you're dead. Like, almost every time. Especially in this scenario, there's honestly no excuse for this Tidehunter not being dead. He still doesn't have a level in Kraken Shell. Why do these people not like that ability?
Maybe they don't know how it works.
1 level in that ability is so strong.
I don't know if a lot of people actually know how the damage threshold works, so
Oh.
who knows.
Random Hero's doing pretty well in this mid lane. I mean, despite the fact that Viper is a good counter to TA, TA is still a savage mid laner. Oh my god, they're
Ice Path,
rotating
they're
in!
gonna gank. Here's the gank. There's the split earth. A lot of damage on the big head. They pop a sentry as well. And this is a pretty big dive for this, but they're gonna get the kill. There's first blood for the Viper, and that's huge. And that's going to give them some experience, which they desperately need on some support heroes like the Jakiro. So also giving them room to try to do a little bit of damage to the tower. Edict, not enough mana there just yet, but in about 15 seconds there will be. I don't know if they're going to try to continue pushing this, but actually, if you look at Enigma, he's trying to Roshan. He bought a Medallion of Courage. Oh, dear God. This could be like an 8-minute Roshan. They have no idea this is happening right now. There's absolutely no idea.
Hilarious. It's good. I mean, it's gonna be really good though if he gets that. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Dash.
Uh-oh.
Find him.
How do they know
Oh,
he's here?
if they find him right here, that he is so dead.
How do they know he's
They
here?
don't. I don't know if they do.
They're
It
looking
looks
right
like-
at him.
Yeah, but
Maybe they're going on mid. Oh, God. How are they? If he walks out of that pit, don't walk out of that pit. Don't walk out of the pit. You walked out of the pit. No, they know you're there. They know you're there. Kill him. Kill that freaking Roshan. He's got it. He picked it up. All right, good. But now he's dead. So he might black hole, but he's going to lose the Aegis, I think. But Random Hero actually taking a lot of damage. He'll be able to get out. But there's a black hole. Only on 1, though. And he's going to go down. But the Aegis is popped. DY Dragon Master taking a bit of damage. There's a telekinesis. Random Hero coming back. Going to get the kill on the Rubik. And here comes the Gyro to try to clean this up. He's going to get the kill. Of course, on that Leshrek, actually, Enigma taking that one. So they got the Roshan, which gives them the gold. They got the Aegis, and the Aegis is gone, but that's fine. I mean, it was 1-for-1 trade plus Aegis, but they got the Roshan kill, which early on gives you a lot of gold. And especially the Enigma gave him a lot of experience as well.
I would argue that the Aegis is almost not important in that situation. It's because really the big thing is that they get the 200 gold on the sports, and Enigma gets a nice little XP bump. He did use the black hole, which I feel like, I guess it was okay because it let him not die twice, but they didn't really get anything out of it. This Bounty Hunter's finally 6, and Soygriko Suave also only level 6, but he has the 1-1-1 build with stats, so he's actually doing a pretty significant amount of right-click damage right now.
And he's got plenty of last hits too. But we got to go back to mid. They got a kill on the big head, and that's the big step in the right direction, I think, for UC Berkeley.
And a lot of people underestimate how gankable TA is, because all he has is 1 invis. When you have I mean, they have perfect heroes to kill TA. Leshrac and Viper are both awesome heroes to just absolutely destroy him. And they still have a sentry for another 20 seconds. And I think Shakiro's another. Yeah, he has another one too. So they could kill him again if they want. I don't think that'd be a terrible choice.
But they're going to go bottom right now. They might look for an initiation. There might be an ice path here on Bulbasaur. He needs to be careful. He's going to get initiated on. Looking for something. There might be a split earth. There's going to be the ice path onto
Kill him.
Suave. If they can get this kill on Gyro, it's going to be big. He's taking a lot of damage, but there comes the call down. That could be big. Oh, the damage is so big from the Gyrocopter with the call down, with the rocket barrage. It's just not enough. And he just turns around, and they take 3 for nothing there, despite how close he was to death.
Man, that was real sad for Berkeley. I'm real sad for them because they look like a completely different team. They're roaming, they're ganking, they're trying to get levels on their supports, and that fight was so close to going their way. And now they're at a real big disadvantage. This Tidehunter is level 6, who actually he's level 7. Man, that's nice. He had a really good offlane. I can't believe they didn't kill him. That's like mind-blowing to me.
I'm not going to let that go.
He still doesn't have Kraken Shell. God.
You're not going to let that go either.
No, man.
Hey, I've got an idea. What if he went Kraken Shell first? All right?
Nope.
Think about it, man.
In that game. We'll remember that game forever.
Dyer's middle tower.
First
Look,
game.
you're just
one of
you're
the
just
first
jealous.
games
You
I
didn't think about it that first.
Went crack and shell first on Tide. I want to make that clear to everyone watching. He says it was a misclick, but believe what you want, man. 9/11 was an inside job.
I do not regret crack and shell first. Okay, I don't regret it, despite how badly we lost that game. I don't regret it.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, Dyer is still really underfarmed on those supports.
That one gank's not going to help them,
Yep.
unfortunately.
I mean, look at the levels. Look at the hero levels. That Roshan helped a lot. Their supports are still really low level.
Dyer's top tower
Everyone,
is under attack.
almost everyone on UCSF is level
San Fran, man.
7%.
Talked about this. TP coming in from the side right now of a few on San Fran. They've got Ravage. They can totally fight this. There's going to be a long-range Stormhammer on the refracted of TA, plus the ult coming in from Random Hero. Ravage only going to hit on one right now, and actually stolen was the ultimate from Viper on Rubik. They're going to get that kill immediately. Call down was used. Could be a big split earth, but he actually gets stunned before it. It's only going to hit on zero, actually, there. He missed. He whipped it. A huge ice path, though. Could be more damage coming in from the side of DY Dragon Master. Oh my god, did he cancel his ultimate?
Yes,
Did he?
canceled the
Oh, he canceled Black Hole. How could you? That's huge. That could have been so bad.
Oh man.
No.
That was a huge opportunity for them. He blew it so hard. He did the PGG hole, literally exactly. You just put it down and cancel it immediately.
Never cancel.
No.
Even if it, like, unless you get absolutely no one, never cancel, okay? Or even if you get no one, they can walk into it. Like, it might happen. Meanwhile, we're going to see another engagement. ZZZ taking a lot of damage. He's going to go down. Viper getting that kill. Soy Rico Suave, he's got no mana, but he's getting plenty of kills, or damage, I should say. Random here will go down, and right now 151 and the Rock are going to back off. So what ends up being a 2-for-2 trade could have been a whole lot worse.
Oh, that could have been a wipe. God, that Enigma has to be so angry right now. He's going for BKB first so that doesn't happen again. He must be out. Like, I would be... Oh, that's when you just, like, throw your mouse and, like, leave the room.
I think
That
I'd be more
is so
embarrassed than angry.
aggravating.
I think I'd be more embarrassed than angry. I don't know.
Oh.
Still, that's something you never want to have happen as an Enigma, and has happened all too often for many Enigma players around the world.
Basically, I think what happened there is he wanted to hole, but he was real afraid that he was only going to get the Leshrac. But I think that only getting the Leshrac would have been fine, because it would have let them dive past the tower and kill everyone else. So next time, like, early in the game, if it's your first or second black hole, it's not bad to get one person. Like, especially if two people are already dead. It's getting one person, like, cripples their lineup. It makes it so you can keep fighting and push the tower. Instead, they get nothing out of it, and it's just an even trade, which is still, I would say, is still advantageous for them at this point, but...
That's
Man.
such a good point, because he has no items. He doesn't have treads, first of all. He doesn't have his blink dagger. He doesn't have or a BKB for that matter. If he had either blink dagger or BKB, then yes, you want to hit pretty much everybody with a black hole. But like you said, you don't have those items, and like you said, two heroes are already dead. You need to go for that black hole. You can't sort of say, this might not work, let me back out of it, because then at that point you risk the chance of canceling the black hole when it's already being casted, which is what happens. So it just... That's unfortunate, and they're going to lose the Tier 1 tower, probably because of that specific play. But that's all right. They still have a nice advantage right now over Berkeley. And Berkeley, they're doing well, but once again, those heroes are really under-leveled. Leshrac is still 5. Jakiro's caught up significantly, but level 5 Leshrac is not where you want to be. Sven going to go for BKB first once again, but he needs to get a little bit quicker than he did the previous game. How is Soy Rico Suave's farm? Let's just check out him.
It's
real
just
quick.
as good as last game.
Yes, it is.
Still outrageous. He's going to get all these engines and get another 15-minute BKB.
Yep, it's going to be a 15-minute BKB, which I thought was gross in the last game. And in this game where he didn't really have nearly as many, he actually did a lot better, I think. No, it was actually around this time where he started raping people, so never mind about that. Meanwhile, DY Dragon Master is actually going to look for the Tier 1 tower bottom. Telekinesis on him. They're going to try to push him back. There's going to be a Stormhammer plus the Ice Path actually being flying out from Rubik. There's the ult. I don't know if that was needed. Huge Ravage, though, and a call down coming as well. This could be absolutely disgusting for the side of San Fran. They're going to get 2 kills at least. Probably 3 if they have a Sentry on Siren. Do they have any vision is the question. Malphite, I don't think it's going to matter. They're going to get the kill.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That was a sick fight for San Fran. Like, that was just good play by them. They didn't even use the black hole.
No, they didn't even need it. I mean,
It was real nice.
the Ravage was good. That was a great Ravage from town. I
Yeah,
think
that
it
Ravage
caught
was
all 5.
sick.
I think it caught all 5, I'm pretty sure. and then the call down right after that. If like
Robosaurus, yeah. Sorry,
it
go ahead.
could have been even better than that, but I mean honestly, Robosaurus going down for that, it's not that wrong. But
He also got the best ability in the game as Rubik. Ice Path is like freaking broken when you're Rubik because your mana pool is outrageously large. And you just literally spam it the whole fight. You do it like 5 times.
So Rico Suave now in some trouble. Siren right-clicking him down. There's going to be a big Stormhammer, only going to hit on one black hole onto one. Not going to cancel this time around. There goes the call down. DY Dragon Master not going to chase. He's got to go through the black hole to do that. They're going to get the kill on the Tide Hunter. Of course, Enigma down already as well. Soy Rico Suave going to maybe try to TP out. Viper getting a triple kill right now. There's a Stormhammer and an Ultra kill for the Viper. So big turnaround right there for the side of Berkeley. That's what they needed.
Yeah, that was a good fight for them. A little bit over aggression from San Fran, and they paid price. Last time they fought every time, pretty much. Either it was a pickoff or it was a team fight when Gyro had BKB. That fight, it was just not off cooldown, so we didn't have it. That's going to give Sven a nice little boost. I mean, he's still not even close to BKB. And Random Hero apparently likes going mech first in mid lane.
Top tower is under attack.
Yes, he
in a row.
does. I don't
And this
understand that
pickup
as Viper,
honestly
maybe?
makes like almost no sense.
Yeah, I saw that a long time ago, and that's what I wanted to talk about, but I completely forgot about it. And now that I see he's finished it, it makes me realize why on a Viper? Why?
Yeah, I don't love that at all. Because now they have like no, like Sven still doesn't really do much damage. God Strength is still good, but like, if that Sven had a damage item, that'd be sick. But instead, he has a mech, which is not a damage item.
They're relying on a lot of damage from heroes that
have no levels.
That too. I mean, like
Slash is
their
only
item
level
builds
7.
don't really make a whole lot of sense, unfortunately, for them. And like, it was sort of the same last night. They had a few hero items that really, I mean, it worked for them, but it just didn't make the most sense to me. And you can forgive it if you're winning. But in a game like this, you can't really afford to, like, number one, like you said, go mech first on a Viper because he's a damage hero, and mech's not going to give you really any damage, except for your attribute bonus. But other than that, I mean, like, you need more damage there. I think getting, like, something like a Manta Style or anything. He's going to get drums, too, which is, I guess, good as well. I think the Bounty Hunter maybe should have gotten that. He's getting a Medallion of Courage, though, so...
Bounty Hunter's item build is a little bizarre. Usually you don't get Ring of Bassi and Medallion. You either choose one or the other. And a bottle. What the... Why does he have so much regen? He's gonna have full mana all the time, but like that's and a wand. This build makes no sense. You should get another item that's like a damage item. Like personally, I love the Shadowblade build, which is amazing. That's not a troll either. That build is so good. Like you do like 700 damage crits with like one item. It's outrageous. But
not a lot of people know about it. I mean, well,
yeah,
people know about it,
so
but like
good.
Every time people like see it in pub, they're like, "LOL, you're going Shadowblade on a Bounty Hunter? That's so
Build
stupid."
is so good.
And then you're like, "Well, just watch how I rape people with
Yeah,
crits."
watch when I two-shot you.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But, I mean, whatever. He's still going to do a lot of damage with the Medallion and the help of his teammates. It's just a little weird for him to get a Bassi and a wand and a bottle and a Medallion. That's a ton of regen. I mean, it's safe, I guess. It's a safe bounty build. But, like I said, they keep doing these builds. They keep having these item choices, which have no impact in the mid-game. And I don't know if they out-carry this game. Like, Sven is good, but they don't have any huge setups for fights with him. And he is still real underfarmed. So.
I mean, the BKB is a big pickup, I think, for Gyro. That's going to make it pretty hard to fight into him. And, like, yeah, like you said, there's really no setup here. There's not a whole lot of team fight.
Oh, this Leshrac is probably going to die.
Yeah, there's going to be a homing missile, and Sven's nowhere near this. They're actually going to lift up Siren because they have that Sentry Ward there, and he dies almost instantaneously. So there goes that. Unfortunate for him. Sven's still farming away. He's actually got his BKB right now, I think. Well, he should be close to it anyway. No, I thought he's going to pick up his Mithril Hammer. Never mind. He's going to need about a few hundred more for the recipe. I already thought he had his recipe, but I guess not. Tier 1 tower mid is the fighting location for the side of UCSF, and realizing that Random Hero might be in some trouble, he's like, yeah, I'm not going to be here. I'm just going to back off for a second. No glyph available. This would be a free Tier 1 tower. Nice try on the deny. Blink into a meld damage on Random Hero, and the homing missile going to fly out as well, but... will they try to fight this? Now they're going to head to the Roshan pit who just spawned or thereabouts, maybe head to the bottom lane. They've got vision here. There's actually an observer ward up on the high ground that they don't see. They see it now, I think. They should see it. How do they not see that observer? Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I was looking at the
You just did what I did.
Yeah, I did. I do that all the time, though. I told you, dude. So.
Honestly, it's like right now, Berkeley can't fight. If they fight right now against, like, if they do a 5v5 team fight, they're gonna lose so hard that the game's almost gonna be over. Like, it's gonna be another full team wipe for nothing. They have Ravage, Black Hole,
They're gonna do it anyway. Well, they're gonna
Gyro.
go for gank at least.
Yeah, they're trying to. I mean, this is a pick-off attempt, which is what they should do. What they need to get someone to do is waste an ult for nothing. So if or a Ravage, Black Hole, something like that, and Rubik's still track, which is like, oh man, this Rubik getting all the right spells.
I talked about it in
So
the
good.
beginning of the game. Track. Oh god, ZZZ might be in some trouble here. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
this is
you
what
might
they
be in some
want.
trouble. He's gonna blink
Oh,
out though.
what a sick
Look
blink!
at that. Oh my god, that timing. That was the reaction time of like a gazelle, and he just saw it and he's like, "Oh, GTFO, not
Oh,
not gonna
man.
be here anymore." So
That was a sick setup, and a big issue there was their stunner was not leading. He went. They like their Sven. I don't know if you can see my drawing, but their Sven went over the jungle, and the rest of the team went below. So the Viper auto attack was like the first thing he saw, and if it was the Stormbolt, then it doesn't really matter.
yeah,
That
if
doesn't
he
get
blinks away,
disjointed.
he's still gonna get stunned, but wow, man, that could have been so much better for them. Oh god, now they're
This
gonna
game
go
is, yeah, it's starting to look real bad for Berkeley. Blink Dagger on Tide, BKB on Enigma, that's two unbelievably great initiations. And they didn't get overlapping items like two Blink Daggers, which was real smart. Both their damage heroes have a lot of damage. BKB Yasha on the Gyro, and TA doesn't really need items to do damage, so
God,
she just
there's
does
all
damage.
5 up here for San
Radiant's
Fran. There's
bottom
only like
tower
3
is
here.
under
Oh,
attack.
there's the BKB. There's the Blink. There's the Ravage. Gonna hit 2. Call down
Oh,
coming as
God.
well. And it's already a massacre. 1 dead, 2 going down as well. Random hero. Nice try with that mech, but you are fucking dead, man. Gyro getting a double kill. And that's a tower as well, so...
Dire's top tower
Wow,
has fallen.
okay.
Oh god, that's what. That's well. I'm happy
taking
that I
the
say
2-2
these
at least.
things, and then that
Radiant
happens because
structures
that
are
was
fortified.
pretty much exactly what I was talking
Radiant's
about.
bottom tower has fallen.
Well, I mean, I think maybe if they fought as 5, it could have turned out better. They didn't use the black hole, but like they should not have been around that tier 1 when there was all 5 up there and everybody was missing. Like, there was 3 on the map that they saw. All 5 were missing though. Well, 2 were missing, I guess, if you want to talk about it that way. I mean, they took the 2-2 bottom, but they're going to lose the 2-2 top and the tier 1 top. So, and they lost 2 heroes also.
There's no wards on the map for Berkeley. They have 1. It's in a not great place, so that's like they have no vision on the top half of the map. This whole can you see when I draw?
Yes.
Okay, this whole area, they don't have any idea what's going on, and their whole team just rotated up and they took a 5-3 fight as they should. So good play from. I mean, they weren't even smoked up there. They didn't smoke to get up there. They just walked up casually and killed them all. So
Just a casual walk.
it's good.
gang.
Good play by San Fran, but Berkeley making a couple blunders for sure.
Berkeley's got to get it together, man. They've got this game. They've got a 3rd game if they do lose this game, and then that's it. I mean, it's a best of 5, luckily, but they need to make some big plays. They need to make them now. Sven does have his BKB finished up, but what else does he have? Absolutely nothing. They're looking at Roshan. They're not in there. If they were in there, I think they would have taken him already because of that medallion on, of course, the Enigma and the amount of damage and the armor reduction as well on the Templar Assassin. I'm surprised they didn't take the Roshan, but I guess at this point, rather safe than sorry. BKB, the next choice for the Templar Assassin right now on the side of Soy Rico Suave. He has his Manta style pretty much finished up for him. Ultimate Orb is flying out. I think he'll have the recipe up on it as well in just a second. No, he's not going to send it out yet. But
Well,
now they're
recipe's
actually looking for a
900 out.
gank. They're looking for a gank. I don't know if they have. I think they have vision with a few traps. I think they might have seen them walk through there. They could try to catch out Brobosaurus right now or the Enigma, but everybody's sort of grouped up around mid on the side of UCSF, and actually in the backside, Templar Assassins have vizzed up. They actually know that they're here, so fighting into this is a really bad idea. So Rico Swap is going to get hit up. His BKB will pop right now. He's taking a lot of damage. There's the black hole. Not going to save him, though. Is there a Ravage? Yes, there is. This is going to be a lot of damage. That's a ton of damage. 3 hit by the Ravage. The black hole is great as well. Mecha's going to get popped. They're going to have to try to back off. Of course, there's actually 2 dead already right now. The Rubik, of course, and the Gyrocopter. And actually going to take 3 as well. They're turning this around somehow. DY Dragon Master still going for this, and he's getting slowed up. Enigma is, of course, by that Viper taking a lot of damage. Ice Path going to miss, unfortunately. There's going to be the Malefice. Not enough for a stun. They're not going to chase this.
Oh,
Chase is
so
right-
close.
Just there. Okay, there you go. Get the kill. You've got Viper. He's pretty long range. They're going to take the tower as well. That's a pretty big fight. I can't believe they actually took care of that.
Well, Rico swaps all their vision or all their damage, and he like casually walked up without his BKB on, and they just killed him. Like that was nice pick off by Berkeley. That's what they had to do to win the fights. Like when TA was not really around, and Rico Suave died, they have no damage. So even with the Black Hole and the Ravage, like, that's all they can do. That's pretty much it. So a good pickoff. I think after Gyro died, they probably should have just Beast, because you're not going to get that. You're not going to take that fight without his damage, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Templar
So they're going to
Assassin
Rosh
wasn't
on
in
that
there
too.
doing
This
a lot
is
of damage.
good play from Berkeley. Despite their, like, assuming they take this Rosh, like, despite that weird beginning, they played really, really bizarre. They're playing smart now. It's going well.
Now you are a fan of the plays of Berkeley.
Hey, man, I didn't say I was a fan. I said that it's not going terribly for them anymore. They're still extremely underleveled and underfarmed, but the gold graph took a pretty good sized chunk just because of a little bit of track gold and XP graph as well, sort of curving in their direction. But
I don't know if they could fight into this. They don't have their ultimates right now. Yes, they have a ton of damage with Gyro. Maybe they could actually take this. They're going to pop the BKB. There goes the call down. This could be big. Random Hero taking a lot of damage because I'm popping mech immediately. But Random Hero is absolutely dead, and that's a lot of their damage gone. They're going to get the kill on a few there, but it doesn't matter. Rubik going down, a buyback coming from Viper. They're going to turn around and take this Roshan. So while that was a smart idea, in theory, they knew what was going on.
You better run. That bounty hunter.
A brave bounty hunter. Yeah, he's going to try to get out right now. He's going to track up. Actually, he might actually get a kill on Tidehunter. Tidehunter. Oh, no. Here comes the support from the Templar Assassin. They will pick up the Aegis on that Gyrocopter right now, and, well, it was looking good up until that last fight.
Yep, and, I mean, that's pretty much what I was saying. All the damage is Gyro, and he does a lot of damage. He is not for play.
He is most certainly not, and of course he's going to have level 16 in a moment. That's going to be call down level 3, and that's a lot of damage.
Anyone might die. Anyone's probably going to die. Unless this TA somehow does something. Oh, that was sick. Holy crap, that trap was nuts.
That trap right there, of course, making it so going around these trees, incredibly difficult, or going through here even. Well,
no vision. That could have turned around real hard. That was good play again by both players.
Man, that was a good juke / trap setup. I agree with completely.
But this Gyro is, once again, getting huge. 150 last hits, 5 kills, BKB, Manta, Aegis, and damage is going to be incoming now from him, I think. The only downside of this build is this BKB, he gets a helm, I guess that's safe, but this BKB is almost at 5 seconds already. The upside is that once you get a Rapier, Gyro can kill the whole team in 5 seconds, so it doesn't really matter.
So, Greg, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you think that the Gyrocopter will be banned out next game?
Yes.
I
hope so.
Meanwhile, Bounty Hunter actually going to get a solo kill. Well, not a solo kill, but he's going to get a kill on the Rubik, picking that one up, and that's going to be some track gold, which will be nice, but need a lot more of that. And a lot more damage as well on both of those heroes, the Sven, of course, the Bounty Hunter, as well as the Viper. Vladimir's offering that nice pickup for the Bounty Hunter, which is nice, but at the same time, I don't know if I... What do you think about that pickup, actually?
I think it's terrible.
All right. Well, good. I'm glad I didn't say that. Yeah, it's all right. Like, that's what I was thinking.
This Bounty Hunter has all the regen and no damage, which Bounty Hunter needs damage. Like, they could blow up this Gyro real quick if Bounty
like a
Hunter.
Desolator even, or the
Shadow
Blade, like you talked about.
Both of those are pretty legit, and if you get the stun down before the BKB goes off, I think you can kill him before anything happens. And we saw how well that went that one fight when they managed to do that. So he's really, I mean, Viper does good damage, but it takes a little longer because he doesn't do a lot of damage until you're at low health. So
he's actually going for the Viper is going for an active sector currently.
I think that's fine. Like, that's probably his best item choice. Just slow down the attack speed of TA, slow down the attack speed of Soy Rico Suave. The cooldown when you get an Aghanims is like 8 seconds or something. It's real low. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's really low. It makes it so you can do it twice in a fight, basically.
It says 12 seconds right here on the tooltip, so there's that for you.
12 seconds, whatever. It's low. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. And that's maybe even 2 times during a team fight, if you're lucky, I think.
Yeah.
If it's a long team fight. We will see a rotation into the mid lane. Looking for a smoke gank right now is the side of San Fran. They're going to head top, backing off smartly is Jakiro, but he might get caught out. He's moving rather slowly. Pinging on the left track, they do see him walk over that trap, and there goes the blink into that anchor smash and the gush. 151 is absolutely dead, horrifically murdered, and then they were thinking about coming out and trying to fight this. but they shouldn't. So they're gonna back off.
Just racks. At this point, their best opportunity is to turtle and pray.
Get
But like
some
it's
items.
getting real bad. Sven needs some items, and I mean he has Chrysalis. He's almost at the point where he can get lucky and kill them. But like the right click is not impeded by Gyro's BKB, so it's gonna be some fighting of some mans. But Gyro has a helm, so he'll win. So I don't know.
I just want to ask real quick in chat, how many of you are fans of UC Berkeley? You know, shout out in chat if you're a fan of Berkeley, if you want Berkeley win, and shout out in chat if you're a San Fran fan to win, because I seem to see a lot of Berkeley fans here, not really nearly as many San Fran fans, which is interesting to say, by the way.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just thought I'd get the majority on that. And they're going to try to take the tier 2 tower, and they're absolutely going to get it. There's a glyph, but if they fight into this, like you said, probably going to die. I mean, the Chrysalis is available on Sven, but he needs more, especially against a Gyrocopter with this much farm. Helm of the Dominator, BKB, Manta Style, about 31 minutes of the game. His farm is going pretty well for himself. He's got 15,000 in terms of net worth. Looking at the levels as well, Leshrek's still level 9 somehow.
These level differences are so bad. Like that's like game ending pretty much. When your carry is level 17 and their Leshrek's level 9, like, man.
It's a lot of levels.
Yeah. The other thing is that Bounty has the Vlads for Sven, which I guess is kind of nice, but I think this Bounty is going to get killed real fast in the middle of this fight, so I don't know if it's going to really help it nearly as much as the Helm did. Like, this Gyro is not scared at all.
He shouldn't be. He's got his Manta, he's got a BKB, he's got to try to take this tier 3, and unless they try to initiate soon,
He still has the
that's pretty
Aegis.
bad.
He's
He
trying
still
to
has
burn
the
that.
Aegis too. I mean, he can honestly, he can just sit and even like waste the Aegis to a certain extent and it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's
he'll
what he's
take
doing.
he'll take the tier 3 in the process. Like, he's very low. They're gonna actually waste the Aegis right there. It doesn't matter. He'll pop right back off, and then they're gonna fight this right now with the BKB pop. Yeah, you can see they're already setting up for the fight. There's the BKB. There's the call down. The mech being used. They're gonna look for
Oh
Black.
my
He canceled it again. Why? Why do you do that? Good bait out there. Actually doing a ton of damage to Soy Rico. They're going to get the kill. They're going to turn this around. Ravage was used. There's a triple kill for Sven with the Chrysalis, of course. They're keeping on chasing right now. And Brobosaurus is going to go down as well in a 4-0 trade with the Aegis gone. But they get the tier 3 at least. But man, the black hole. Why?
Oh, that... You had one job, Enigma. BKB the black hole.
You had one job
black
to do.
hole to Sven. You had one job. Black hole to Sven. Sorry I'm so pessimistic, man. I've worked all day, so I'm just very pessimistic.
Look, man.
After dealing with customers in retail all day long, like, patience just runs thin.
I understand the pessimism, but you have to understand, chat is ruthless when you do a pessimistic cast. Like, wow, this guy is just laying into this team. Give them a break, Jesus. But no,
I mean, they're
understand.
playing well. Like, they're taking... Both teams are taking advantage of some opportunities, but, like, man, these sometimes they just, like, throw the whole team fight, and you're like, okay. You have to say something.
Well, you can't just say, like, well, that didn't go their way, like, obviously, but why didn't it go their way? And I'm going to say right now, Enigma, those are 2 black holes you're never going to live down in your entire life, because there's about 100 viewers, which might not seem a lot, but, you know, I'm just saying, Enigma, like...
Oh, one job. You had one job.
See, this is why I need a Naga Siren to set up my black holes.
Oh, God. Well, it's alright. I mean, they're still at a big advantage. It's not like that one fight is going to cost them the game at all. That's going to happen, honestly, when you're slamming into the tier 3 like that. Like, those weird fights just happen and you just, like, you lose. Well, wow, there's a lot of Berkeley fans in the chat. And a WhatIsHip.
I see that. I see that.
Shout out to WhatIsHip fan. What up? I actually know that kid. Damn it. It's not a real
No one's a Maut fan, I guess. Well, oh man, that's really depressing. Anyways, yeah, a lot of Berkeley fans. There's like one San Fran fan in there. David Pruis. You're the only one, apparently. Somebody's scouting, I guess. Looking for recruits. San Fran, I think you could benefit greatly from a Pipe of Insight, and walking up onto the high ground can be difficult without one. Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I'd agree with that statement. Or Refresher, which is what Tidehunter's getting.
Yeah, well, that's that might be good too. He's actually gonna have it now, like in like 100 or 70 gold.
Excellent. That's good news for him.
Hey, I've got this ability that
All right,
does a lot
here's
of
the
damage.
thing. Enigma,
You have not one, but 2 Ravages to set up your black hole. If you mess it up again this time, I will personally message you on Steam. Tell you that you had one job.
You too can get a message from WhatIsHip on Steam. Just keep missing black holes in big casts. It can happen to you too.
But
Dream big.
I mean, honestly, everything else besides his black holes have been quite good. His Malefices have been good. He jungled efficiently. His item choices are good. He got good experience for his team, good money for his team. So besides that, he's playing real well. It's just those black holes, man. It's so easy to see when someone throws a black hole.
Look, we know that we are pessimistic when we cast sometimes, and, you know, those things tend to happen, but at the same time, you have to understand that we expect a lot out of you guys, and we expect that you guys should, you know, play efficiently, have great item builds, and provide a good game. And we'll try our best to make sure that if that doesn't happen, we still make the game as entertaining as possible. And you learn from it, too. We make these VODs also a learning experience, so you can watch them again, and you could say, wow, this guy's an asshole, but we're learning a lot, too, which is nice, so... hopefully that happens. Hopefully
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, they're playing well. Like, both teams are playing pretty well. Just when those things happen in team play, you have to laugh at them. But in all seriousness, what he can do to fix this is just make sure that Tide goes in first. There's almost no reason for Tide not to go in first. They don't really have...
Refresher.
Yeah, he has Blink Refresher. There's not really anything that Berkeley has that can stop him from getting that double Ravage off. I guess if Sven gets the best Storm Bolt of his life, maybe, but like even still...
All of their initiations have to be through a smoke gank now, honestly, on the side of Berkeley because of that. Like, they need to be... First of all, the fact they have to scout out that Tidehunter actually has a refresher. I'm sure that by now they know that he's going that build. If not, then that's a huge mistake. Secondly, they have to smoke in and kill Tidehunter, like, first, and that's so... That's, like, not even possible. I mean, it is, but at the same time, if you kill him first, then there's time for other, you know, like, of course, Soy Rico Suave, he's, by the way, still farming like a madman. There's time for him to set up stuff. He's actually got 5,000
he's getting the rapier build. God, this build is so good. This is a great build. Like, and all this is probably the best Jaro build if you're carrying. Doesn't matter. He's not going to.
Feed the rapier to the Sven. It's
Not
fine.
happening. I guess
Yeah.
if that happens, then that's real bad, but it's extremely unlikely. Especially with double Ravage. Like,
Wait a second. Why is this black hole only level 1?
because they don't need damage. I don't know.
mean,
He's got 6 levels in stats,
But,
though.
like, you don't need the stats. Not that I know of.
I don't know. That's weird. I'm sure I'm not gonna try to understand it.
Just don't say anything bad, I guess.
It's not the worst thing. It's pretty bad. It's not the worst thing, but like, I don't know. It's getting 6 levels in stats on Enigma. I guess it gives him the extra XP. It's not a terrible choice. It's not nearly as bad as some things that could be happening this game, like his bounty. I mean, he has BKB now, but he still has so many freaking regen items.
Oh god. Is something gonna happen here? There's the relic is up on Gyro. The rapier is coming. Like you said, you called it. You called it earlier. He
might go like double relic first. It's a lot safer and still gives you a ton of damage. Soyuko Suave is like, yo, fellers, come in here.
me.
I will kill you all.
Come at me, bro. They're gonna smoke up though, and they don't need to do this. They're right next to each other. They know they're there. All right. Well, they're gonna take Roshan regardless. What? Why would you go around that way? I guess, but like
We're trying to kill Tide before the fight starts.
Okay, fine, but Enigma Roshan is dead. Like, all right, Stormhammer, big Stormhammer, great. Need more crits. Where are the crits? There's the Ravage. Okay, they take Enigma. There's an immediate triple kill because he's got his Daedalus right now. Soy Rico Suave is like, get me the fuck out of here. He's trying to run. And he's doing a bit of damage to Siren, actually. DY Dragon Master deciding to go the opposite direction. Meanwhile, on the backside, Leshrek taking out the Templar Assassin. Soy Rico, you've got a TP, my friend, and I think he will. There's no stun there. He's going to get out alive. And if there's any hero that needed to get out alive in that fight, it is Soy Rico Suave.
Sick fight for Berkeley. That was a extremely nice pick off. The fact that he didn't get that double Ravage is quite large. Like, that's a big deal. He's almost level 16 now. They've got the Aegis and the Cheese. If Berkeley wins this game, holy crap. They are playing from a huge disadvantage.
Look at the graphs, though. I mean, they're going so far down now. Experience is actually it's like at 6,000 now and dropping as well.
The experience is pretty much, it's almost a non-factor at this point.
Which was huge early on. Rubik has less levels than the Leshrek did, and Leshrek was level 9 a second ago.
Yeah, that's what happens
Holy
when you get
shit.
an ultra kill.
This game, man. Jesus Christ.
Sven is a real good hero. I will say that.
He's like
Daedalus
almost
God
unbalanced if you can
strength
get him to
is
farm.
outrageously good. But
Yeah. With
now
a-
they're going to run into the same problem that UCSF ran into a couple minutes ago, which is trying to push into the tier 3.
Alright, let's also make sure that we know he's got a refresher for Ravage if he wants to use it.
Yeah, I
Black Hole's
probably wait it
available.
out.
I don't think they should go this. I think they should press. Yes, they have the Aegis, but at the same time. Wait, who did they put the Aegis on? Bounty Hunter, I guess.
What?
Yeah, they gave cheats to Sven, so.
What the? I mean, I guess they're of the opinion that Sven can't really die, which is kind of true. Unless their whole team dies, Sven won't die. I don't
Probably.
think.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. He's actually gonna sell something and then buy something. I don't know what, but he's gonna.
Probably
Yeah, no, but
damage.
I hope you
Mass
guys are
damage.
enjoying this. I'd like to remind everybody that this is Neo Dota, and with me tonight, of course, is WhatIsHip from Ghosted Gamers. You can check him out. I think it's whatiship.tv. Is that correct, sir?
Yep, isn't that the sexiest website ever? It's
It
like a
is.
great. It's a great URL too.
It is a great URL. I wish I had a website, but that's okay. I'll maybe design one and like just really bad HTML sometime soon. That's okay. Like script, like I honestly am the worst programmer and web designer in the face of the earth. So on the face of the earth. Don't ever trust me to
Man,
go
I
on.
can't believe that smoke gank worked. That was like, they
It was
had
so-
to know that happened. It was
It was so
blatantly
awkward
obvious.
that they were right here. They were here like over on the ancient stack, and then they just looped around when the Roshan was like up. And the fact that they looped around was actually smart because like Tide wasn't ready for that initiation.
Yeah, Tide thought they were coming down through here, but they actually went all the way around. So that really weird ass move actually saved them the fight. Like if they had gone in the normal way, Tide would have blinked again.
Oh, Ravage coming in. There's going to be a black hole on the Sven. At least it gets canceled immediately, but the Sven will go down instantaneously. This is a huge fight. Sven buying back, but it's just too much. They're going to get 3. There's going to be the Aegis being used, but oh man, not what they wanted. And here goes Siren. He's going to go down. And Rico Suave, he's got that Divine Rapier. And we were just talking about it. Oh no.
Yeah, and like I said, Sven won't die unless your whole team dies, which they did, and Sven bought back.
But he like died first though.
He
because
didn't even
got
use the
caught in
cheese.
He got caught in the black hole and then he got like sort of stun locked, or just he just died so quick. Like
Well, double Ravage, Black Hole, and then Rico Swab just walked up and killed him. So
that was not what they needed at all. And Sven realizing I need more farm. Jeez, no, Berkeley, you had it. I mean, it's not over, but man, that was not what you wanted. Rico Suave thinking he might go on Sven. Honestly, he probably could be able to kill him, even if the crits do get off. Like, he's got his BKB available. Sven does also have his BKB available. Rico Suave is going to man mode this right now. Ward is going to happen. Buybacks are going to happen. TPs are going to happen. He's going to get out. He should be okay, though. He's relatively quick as that gyrocopter. He should be just fine. Everybody's up on the side of Berkeley, but that cost them.
oh my God,
He's
he
gonna sit on the
dies.
background. There's the call down. Random Hero is in some trouble. He is going to use his ult on Rico. It's going to be stolen by Brobosaurus. Rico Suave maybe in some trouble, taking a bit of damage. He's going to try to kite the Sven around, and he's doing a rather good job of it.
Oh, God.
Man, just too much damage. He's gone. There goes Sven, and that might be it for this game right now. And that Divine Rapier really changing the complexity of these fights. Rico Suave with a triple kill at this point, and that's probably it.
yeah, I don't have to see. There's a way Berkeley can come back. That was like, that was so close to being right. That's what I was talking about earlier. The BKB only at 5 seconds now. They got the ice path as soon as it was up, and if Sven had connected like twice, that probably would have been Rapier on the ground for Sven, and that could be exactly what you need. But now they're just going to rotate down, take 2 Raxes down, and once you get the 2 Raxes down, life becomes near impossible for you. Just so hard to win at that point.
Yeah, and that's it. And the feel-good story, at least for this game, is over for the side of Berkeley. But we do have a game 3 we're going to get into in relative short order, unless somehow Berkeley makes a miraculous comeback. And by my miraculous, I mean absolutely one of the best comebacks I've ever seen.
Rapier number 2. Yeah! Woo! I love rapiers. Oh God, this is my favorite build.
That's a lot of damage.
Yup.
That's like, and also that's a really large understatement too.
That's like 2 hits and your whole team's dead.
With Flat
Yeah, with Flat Cannon. Oh, it's so good. I love that there is a hero that is literally made to buy divine rapiers. It's so
Because
oh
nobody
god.
else has that item anymore. The last time I saw a rapier in a pro game was, I think, the international qualifiers. Meanwhile, we got a Ravage, and then there's another one as it connects because he's got that refresher orb. They take down 2 immediately. Sven is one of them, and like you said, Gyro just going ham. Ghost Scepter available, just not going to save your life. There's the ultra kill. GG's called. Well, what
My
did,
only regret for this game is that Gyro didn't get a rampage. But if they don't ban out this hero next game, they're crazy.
If
He's
they
like
don't ban out this hero next game, they deserve to lose, and I
he's
say that.
single-handedly winning this.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's ancient is under attack.
For BSing. Look, man, as long as you don't have to play the hero next game, it's fine. Like, because none of your black holes were really that big, but that's okay. You know, we appreciate you for being you, de-essing lasers. And by the way, guys, thanks for joining us in Neo. We're going to get into Game 3. This is a best-of-5 series, by the way. We need Berkeley to win if we want this to go on, to continue, of course. Thanks for joining us on Neo Dota. I am Maut. You can follow me at MautDota2 and /MautDota2 on Twitch TV. WhatIsHip, where can they find you?
WhatIsHip.tv and WhatIsHip's YouTube.com/WhatIsHipDota2. Also, WhatIsHip TV on Twitter. The best place, just go to WhatIsHip.tv because that has links to everything.
Everything. It's got everything right in front of you. Also, check out Around the Fountain. It's WhatIsHip's show. It's really good. You should really check it out. But that being said, gonna get into Game 3 in just un momento. Be right back, guys.